Okay, so, I uploaded a video yesterday just because I needed to get some shit off of my fucking chest, but I have never seen a wild card like this one before. Never in my life has every single game come down to the wire, basically, in such a beautiful, poetic way. So without further ado, let's get right into this recap, shall we? We have stuff to discuss.
I'm so proud of the way that everyone responded to adversity.
Holy fucking shit, it almost happened again. It was the Seattle game all over again. Now, before this game, I thought the Rams would win, but the 10.5 point spread felt disrespectful. I mean, this was a Panthers team a few weeks ago that just beat the Rams. LA has been free-falling in recent weeks, and also the Panthers just straight up match up against the Rams well. They got two great big-ass corners. I mean, Mike Jackson just played the best game of his career versus the Rams. They have a one-man run stopper in Derek Brown, and they got some big-ass receivers to line up against the Rams' small corners. But if this game was going to be competitive, it all came down to one man, Bryce Young. Could the #1 overall pick show up when the lights are the brightest? And, well, he was great, man. He was really, really good. And that really just brings a smile to my face because look, man, I don't even feel like I've been that mean to him this season. I've just been pretty realistic. But the stats don't even show how good he was in this game. I mean, he wasn't like amazing, but given he was hurried on 16 plays and the Panthers allowed 29 fucking pressures, literally the same amount as Justin Herbert, and people are saying that's why he played like shit. This is just incredible. I mean, nearly 300 total yards and 2 touchdowns with the pressure on versus a top 10 defense, man. I mean, that is something, man, and hopefully it's something to build on for his confidence, because yes, his season-long profile is still widely inconsistent, but if he can get comfortable with some stability with Dave Canales and the young defense continues to grow, hey man, all I'm saying is that Carolina might have something, but not yet, because Matty Stafford is still playing football. Like I said, though, this felt like the Seahawks game. If I wanted to be a dick, I could go through each fuck-up one by one, but the biggest ones weren't even close to me. After the ETN fumble, McVay went for it on 4th down, which I would have taken the points 100%. They didn't get it, and then the Stafford overthrow to Devontae for a touchdown was brutal, and the Panthers drew up a brilliant defensive play by blowing a coverage. Then Puka dropped a walk-in touchdown. So that's like 21 points left on the board, and to start the third quarter, they went 3 and out. I mean, all momentum was gone, and Stafford was just cratering in the third quarter. Turns out he did sprain his finger, so credit to him for staying out there, but he was abysmal in that quarter. He had a negative 8.41 EPA in the third quarter. That's like Shedeur Sanders level of bad, man. I mean, the game was slipping away. The season was slipping away. And then they got a punt blocked all year long. The special teams has costed them dearly, and this was going to be how it ends. Bryce Young threw a perfect touchdown to Jalen motherfucking Coker, who was putting Quentin Lake on a barbecue all day long with over 100, but then the MVP woke up. This is it. This is the moment for Matty Stafford to prove why he's the MVP. Obviously, this won't affect voting, but how will he show up? Season on the line. Every unit has collapsed around him, but Stafford has a chance to steal this game, and like Devontae told everyone after it, Stafford said, let's go rip out their fucking hearts. And with a broken finger, the MVP had ice in his veins. Dime, 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 and with a touchdown pass to Colby Parkinson, who just casually made the play of his career, the Rams had done it. They escaped Carolina's domain with a victory. What a football game, though. I mean, just an incredible performance by both teams. And it's games like this where, I mean, honestly, it's hard to analyze things. I just want to say thanks to both teams for the entertainment, man. I mean, it was a hell of a duel, but the Rams will face... Well, just so you guys know, by the way, sportsbooks are not being entirely truthful to you, and chances are they're just straight up robbing you. But that's why this video is sponsored by Polymarket, okay? I'm trying to put y'all on the game, because it's not about betting, it's about trading outcomes. And Polymarket is a prediction market, which means you're not just choosing a team and just hoping that everything goes right. You're buying and selling positions based on what you think is going to happen. So you can use your sports knowledge to try to get ahead of things. So, for example, if we were looking at this Bills-Broncos game, which is insane that the Bills are favored versus a 1 seed, but okay, let's say that you wanted to go all in on the Bills, But then, all of a sudden, the Bills get 2 fluky kickoff return for touchdowns and are up by a few scores. So maybe at that point, you get a little scared, and you don't have to stay in. You can end up selling your position immediately, lock in the value, and get out of there. But if things end up changing the other way, you could transition to being all in on Denver. So as you can see, you can always jump right back in, and you can trade in and out in real time. So yeah, that's what makes Polymarket different, and if you sign up right now, Polymarket is giving you $10 for free, no deposit required. So download Polymarket using the link in the description, use promo code TubFrog, and you'll get $10 for free in the app, plus early access. So thanks to Polymarket for sponsoring this video, and without further ado, let's get back to the video.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
I cannot wait to make a dedicated 2025 Bears video. This team is one that will never, ever, 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 ever be replicated again. Through 3 quarters, they are a bottom 10 team in football. Like, all stats show they are not a good team, but in the 4th, you know what, we'll get there. Anyways, this game is literally football at its peak. If I had to show a non-football fan one game this season to kind of show why people love football so much, I'd show them this game. It was snowing to start. These 2 teams and fan bases hated each other. There were fights on the fields and in the stands. There's decades and decades of hate and bad blood, and there always will be. Whoever wins this game will hold it over the other fan base forever. And it was just so cool to see Bears fans getting all hyped before the game. It's been a minute since they've had a playoff game with a good team, but all the vibes went out the window pretty much instantly because Jordan Love was just in the zone. The Bears defense picked up right where they left off all season long, doing fuck all nothing. Jordan Love at one point had 160 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a perfect passer rating, while the Bears just desperately tried picking up anything on 4th down, and they just couldn't. The Packers were driving a nail into Bears fans' hearts and had already ripped out their liver and eaten it. Then, after a solid drive to start the half, Caleb threw a pick and had a sub-30 passer rating, and yeah, this game was completely over. And also, there was to show how bad things were going, this big guy play was literally just, what the fuck was this play? Fat ass here flattened a guy, fumbled it 15 yards, and the Bears somehow still didn't get it. But sweet mercy, Dennis Allen made adjustments. Even with TJ Edwards done for the season now with a brutal injury, but it was cool to see George McCaskey run after him, the Bears defense showed up. Or LaFleur just fucking decided to fire a paintball gun straight into his chocolate starfish. I don't know. Probably a little both, because the dude was stiff as shit for the rest of this game. 4 straight punts for Green Bay to start it out. They could not run the ball at all. The offensive line just gave up in the second half, and then the 4th quarter came. And the Iceman had cometh. But, the Packers still have a 15-point lead in the 4th, and sure, Brandon McManus already missed 2 kicks, but it's fine. The last time they blew a 10-plus point lead to the Bears, even just a few weeks ago, that was a fluke. They learned their lesson. That's what good teams do. They grow from mistakes, and this is when the game turned into cinema. The Bears went down the field straight away and scored again, with Caleb Williams making the play of the fucking year. 4th down, falling over, throwing a dime to Roma Dunze for the 1st down, only because Brandon McManus missed another kick. What is going on with kickers, bro? Why can't they do their jobs? Every game, except for the fucking Rams one and the Patriots one, has had some horrid kicking that has decided a team's season. Anyways, the Packers, now all of a sudden, were fucked. Caleb Williams, after logging 3 atrocious quarters, had an EPA of 11.6 in the 4th quarter. 11! He was unreal in the 4th. And the Bears had scored 25 points in the 4th fucking quarter alone. And the Packers, this is the craziest stat I've seen in a fat minute. The Packers had now allowed 68 points in the second half in overtime to the Bears this season, opposed to just 6 in the first half. In 3 games, they allowed 6 in the first half and near 70 in the second. So, now, the only thing standing between the Packers and the greatest choke they've ever had versus the Bears was one more Jordan Love drive. And on the game's final play, he dropped the snap. God, I love this game. And thus, the Green Bay Packers completed the full collapse. They wasted a masterclass of a Jordan Love game. He had 323 yards, 4 touchdowns and no turnovers, and they lost a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter. Brandon McManus, man. Oh, come here, you big, beautiful Ben Roethlisberger wannabe. And no, I don't mean for football reasons. He had a season. Holy fuck. He missed the game tire versus the Panthers. He missed it versus the Eagles. And he missed it in this one. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I mean, the Packers kickers in every postseason since 2021 are now 4 for 9 on any kick from any yardage level. I don't know what they're doing in practice, but every fucking postseason, the Packers special teams just folds completely. What a disaster for the Packers. They ended the year on a 5-game losing streak, and I just don't know what else to say other than the Bears are having their most fun season since 2006. And this is another game that Bears fans will never forget. Versus the Packers, they came back and beat them. This team is alive off of pure vibes, and fourth quarter Iceman magic, man. Caleb Williams was amazing in the fourth quarter, and if you had any doubts, this is it. Caleb Williams is the franchise quarterback for the Bears for probably the next 10 to 15 years, and Ben Johnson's going to be right there with him. So this Bears vs. Rams game is going to be wild. Soldier Field is going to make it tough on the Rams.
This little rabbit's hopping down the old bunny trail.
You know, this was a super close game the whole time. Both of these teams were very evenly matched. I mean, I feel like the Jags played a little bit down to competition while the Bills played a little bit up to it, but still, man, this is the only game of the wild card weekend where I think the loser is pretty satisfied with how it ended. I mean, the Jags defense fucking bruised and battered Josh Allen, but it just didn't matter because, oh, Joshua, why'd you do it to him? I mean, the guy fucked around and played the best playoff game of his career, and that is saying something. Like, versus an elite defense that forced the Bills to pass, which is their weakness. I mean, they completely shut down the run. Dude fucked around and had an 80% completion percentage with a little over 2 seconds to throw on average. Man was getting popped all day, but yeah, there's only so much you can do when you take multiple leads in the fourth quarter. I mean, the Jags offense got touchdowns when they needed to late, but when the guy on the other side of the field goes 14 for 16 with 200 yards and 3 touchdowns when he's losing, like, I don't know, man. All you can do is tip your cap and say, fuck, that's why that dude's the best in the NFL right now. I mean, he just has no weakness as a player, and that pass to Brandon Cooks while he was hit just ended it. Trevor didn't play his best game, but he did play well enough to win. But yeah, man, I mean, at the same time, this was a huge positive of a season for the Jaguars. They battled a Super Bowl contender down to the last play after basically tanking last year. So just get healthy, run it back, add some pieces, and the Jags are going to be a problem next year, man. It's nice when I don't have to scream, huh? Kevin Patullo needs to be locked into a basement and have his fingers removed one by one. Look, man, I understand. I get it. This has been the Eagles' offense last year. But part of me wanted to believe, versus a Niners defense that was running 0, and I mean 0 even slightly above average NFL players on their front 7, that this Eagles team that out-talents them at every single position. I don't think the Niners do one thing better than the Eagles as players. I mean, you'd fucking think that the Eagles would find a way to score, and they did early. They got 2 solid drives with touchdowns, but there were cracks in the fucking armor. I mean, it was all Saquon Barkley just making shit happen out of nothing. But all things considered, the first half wasn't a complete disaster. I mean, I don't know what the fuck the end of the half was. I mean, the Niners should have gotten 3 points, but Purdy just, dropped the football, so that wasn't ideal for them. But so far, it had been a pretty even half. I would say the Niners got 2 pretty fluky drives going because of Eagles players falling in the field. And then the Eagles got also 2 pretty fluky drives because, the offense got a first down, so that's pretty fluky for them. But yeah, when A.J. Brown screamed at Nick Sirianni, that should have been a major red flag for what we were about to witness in the second half. I mean, this was just two offenses that were walking on treadmills and punching themselves in the face. The Niners defense, again, man, they did great for the talent that they have, but I'm sorry, they just are easily the worst defense in the playoffs, and it's not even remotely debatable. Well, Dennis Allen has something to say about that, but besides the point, listen, man, the Eagles just got in their own way so many times. As much as I want to scream about Kevin Patullo, like, Saquon had an easy drop for a first down. Not really Kevin's fault. They had an easy first down again, but holding call brought him back. So many penalties. They got killed in the penalty war, and constant 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And meanwhile, Vic Fangio was doing a great job, but at the same time, if the 49ers win the Super Bowl, I just gotta say this. This would be the greatest coaching job in sports history. The Niners' two best players isn't even close. It's Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh. I mean, Shanahan is literally playing head coach on all Madden mode. Dude has to go against Vic Fangio with fucking Farrell and Turner as his top two weapons in the playoffs, in the wind, on the road, with zero run game, and his quarterback is having the worst game of the season. I mean, it was just a miracle that they managed to win this game because they had no business doing it. Again, I've just never seen a game like this where one team has a better player at every single position and they just can't do anything. And it ended up coming down to one drive. The Niners used a trick play to score a touchdown. Blankenship just decided to quit playing football in the most important play of the game. And here they were. The Eagles, after a horrid season. I mean, I already knew the game was over. Midway through the third quarter, the vibes were just at an all-time low. And when the vibes are that low, you can't win a playoff game. It doesn't work that way. So we knew it was over. I mean, I was baffled when they converted that fourth down after A.J. Brown's drop. But it's just plays like the first down play where you realize why they're in this position. I mean, every single Niners first down play was 5 yards. They were in 2nd and 5 every single time. And the Eagles are in 2nd and 11, 3rd and 11 every fucking drive. And then the season ended. After A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith drops in the last drive, bad Jalen Hurts throws, leaving clean pockets. You draw this up on 4th down, Kevin? No, you didn't. You did not draw up this route combination with the game on the line. I mean, like, what are we doing here? There's no way he's not throwing the game. Jesus, man. I mean, this was just a collapse. And I've never seen a franchise do this thing, where they were dominant in 22, collapsed in 23 horribly, dominant in 24, collapsed horribly in 25. It's just... never seen anything like this, man. But yeah, man, the Niners just keep fighting. They did enough. Like I said, statistically, Brock Purdy had his worst game of the season. Was he, like, absolutely horrendous? No, but the problem with him is he's just going to throw to his spots. And when he can't really see over the D-line and they get some amount of pressure, he's going to make terrible throws. But yeah, man, I just don't know how the Niners did it. They had no run game, but they still managed to pull it out. If they win the Super Bowl, like I said, I will just be baffled, man. I will be. But, yeah, man, just look at this stat, dude. Again, the Niners rolled out there with Kendrick Bourne and Demarcus Robinson and had 200 explosive yards versus the Eagles 50. 50! I mean, what the actual shit was this, man? I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen a greater waste of talent. Incredible job by the Eagles, man. I can't believe Kevin Patullo is still employed at the time of this recording. I can't believe it. Well, fuck. Why'd you have to ruin it, Chargers-Patriots? We were on such a good roll of close games, and then we got this absolute stinker. I mean, to be fair, I don't know why the fuck this game was the Sunday night one, but man, dude. I mean, we are at a point where the Justin Herbert slander is at an all-time high, and I'm not sure I can defend him anymore. Of course, we know the offensive line is bad. And for the Patriots, it's huge that this Milton Williams return is as impactful as we thought it would be. He was an absolute game wrecker out there. But yeah, man, Justin Herbert was just making bad throws. He was overthrowing, underthrowing, his rhythm was off, and it seemed like the Chargers just did not want to be there. It seemed like they have no faith in the scheme. I would be shocked if they run it back with Greg Roman, but given that Harbaugh's still there, they'll probably keep him. But still, dude, it's just disappointing that Herbert just can't have a good playoff game. It's sad, dude. It really is sad because you want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but But when you're 0-3 and you haven't showed up when you needed to in 3 games, it's hard. It's hard to defend that. And on the other side of the field, Drake May wasn't even particularly good at all either. I mean, it seemed like he had to get his jitters out early, but even in the second half, this was not the same usual dominant Patriots offense. So that's it's an alarm bell for the fraud watchers of Drake May and the Patriots offense. But still, man, the fact that the defense did as well as they did is something really special. Still, I am of the belief that the Chargers offensive line is to blame for most problems in this game, and versus a competent offensive line, the Patriots defense wouldn't look as good. But Milton and Gonzo were amazing out there. So the Patriots did it. They won a playoff game for the first time since their Super Bowl win versus the Rams. So yay, Drake May is undefeated in the playoffs. Well, leave it to the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans to just completely implode on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, CJ Stroud had like 5 fumbles, and he was still the better quarterback in this game by a mile. I mean, right away I thought the Texans were going to run away with this one. Nick Caley called an amazing drive for their first touchdown, and then no one scored for 2 hours. I can't even say the Steelers defense was like good. It was just the Texans not even being able to field a fucking snap. But man, I mean, did we learn anything from this game? Not really. I mean, the Texans defense was going to always maul the Steelers offense. We knew that was going to happen, but in the fashion they did it was insane. This game was close in the 4th quarter, and the Texans ended with 30 points. I mean, the defense just completely took over this game. They had 2 defensive touchdowns in the 4th quarter alone. Aaron Rodgers couldn't figure out anything. It was just an impressive game from the Texans defense, but their Super Bowl hopes are going to take a hit for sure. They got nerfed a bit with Nico Collins going down with a concussion, so maybe he can clear it and be back, but it looked like he was like going to die in the field, so not looking great for them. But it's really sad, man. This might be it. This might be the end of Aaron Rodgers' career. But man, one of my favorite players of all time. It was sad to watch him get off the field like that, but hopefully this isn't the end. But thank you, Aaron. Thank you for the memories, bro. But anyways, if you like this video, then subscribe, because I got a lot of videos on the channel just like this one. And I'm going to be screaming for the divisional round and all the playoff rounds as well. And if you like this video, then watch this video I did a few weeks back on the Arizona Cardinals and their entire history of misery. It's pretty good, trust me. And thanks to all my patrons for pledging tiers. Truly does mean a lot, but anyways, till next time.